Begin driving.
What up, what up? It's your dude, Gigwise here, aka Tim, T to the M. I am back. Get this dinner order done. I'm leaving a little later than I wanted, but I'm also going directly from my house instead of stopping at the gas station. Let's see here. Does it want me to go straight? Yep, wants me to go straight up to... Seeing which way it was wanting me to go. What up, Shane? Yo, 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 yo. Got some of my laundry done while I was in there.
Turn right, and then turn right.
I didn't spend very long, but I spent a little too long at the two different stores I went to. But I did get the first load going right when I got back. Then I ate my sushi. That dude makes good sushi for a girl. Well, he's a sushi chef. Doesn't really matter if he's making it at a restaurant or a grocery store. He's going to make the same sushi. I mean, they give him quality ingredients. That's all you can ask for. It's a little overcast now, so I think I think that front might be starting to move in. Let's hope. It's still hot. It's still hot and muggy and humid out, though. Damn it! Speed bump. Something is feeling loose in my. It's in the bottom. Ugh.
Turn right.
Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tighten that differently. It's too hard to do it with my. I need to be able to hold it with one hand. I can't do it while I'm driving. I need to hold it with one hand and get my rotor. Maybe I got some pliers in back that'll work. It's a big round thing about that bigger round. I got to get around and twist it, but I got to hold it with my other hand so the cradle's not aiming through out my windshield, so it can still be over here. But it tightens when you tighten these things up. It tightens like all through the thing. Shit, it might rain on me. That won't be terrible because it's so hot. But as long as the sun doesn't come back out after it rains. Because it's going to turn into a flippin' sauna. They're sushi chefs. I almost went to school for it. I was going to go out to LA back 2011 or so. I almost went to LA to learn how to be a sushi chef. Because even when they work in a restaurant, what do? They make sushi. What else do they do? Nothing. They make sushi. That's it. Whereas if you're like a chef or a swing chef is what it should be called, you're running around doing everything. Hell, you'll even do dishes if you have to. Because I've done it.
Turn right.
Yeah, the actual title for the chef that does pretty much everything as a swing chef is one thing they're called chef de cuisine. Chef de cuisine. I can't hardly say it today. No, there's a sushi chef. I don't know. They might have different kind of Japanese names that I don't know of. Because I can roll sushi, but not like those guys. Takes me a lot longer, and they can get them much time. Well, that's what they do. I mean, I can make basic California rolls. See, we had to make sushi in culinary school one day. There was, you want to see some of the most awful looking sushi ever, go to one of those classes when they take it up to the chef's table for their presentation. It's terrible because there's nobody that teaches you how to do it. Chef just says, we're making sushi today. He can't make sushi. He can't roll it. But I had already practiced on my own. My sushi looked damn good. My partners looked horrible. You could tell that I got pictures somewhere, but you could tell the difference. What up, Chevy? Got you right when you came on this time. I said hi to you on the fish tank stream last night before you even came on there. I knew you would throughout the night at some point, or morning before I was up. You night watcher and busy lady. Going to get this Payway Asian kitchen now. This is the bill money order. This is the better paying one. I only got one for tomorrow for like 119 bucks. Which is why, well, they sent me at 2 o'clock a $22 offer, but that was no bueno. It was like 15 miles from pickup to drop off, and more than that for me to get to the pickup. And then like 25 miles to get back out here. So no bueno. My headlights were on. I don't need those on unless it starts to rain. Yeah, as far as I know, there's sushi chef. Like in a regular kitchen, you got sous chefs, assistant sous chef, head chef, executive chef, chef de cuisine, garde-manger chef. There's so many different names. Like garde-manger does a lot of prep and cold food stuff. Salads. That's actually garde-manger. But it's spelled something like garde-manger. But it's like G-A-R-D-E, but it's pronounced garde-manger. Garde-manger. I've definitely been that. Sous chef, exec chef, head chef. Worked them all. Dish dog, done that. Front of the house manager, done that. Bar manager, done that. General manager, done that. Kitchen manager, done that. You name it in a restaurant, bar and restaurant, I've worked every single position except owner. The only owner I've been of was a small roadside barbecue business and a snow cone business. Damn it, this chat wasn't going. I've been a pizza chef too, unfortunately. Nah, I have no desire to. I thought about getting like one night a week, maybe 2 nights a week delivery job at a local pizza joint or something, just to offset my groceries. Because usually when you work in a restaurant, you get free food. I leave out of there with a couple pizzas, and that keep me fed for a couple days. Depending on the type of pie, if it's St. Louis style, real thin, I can eat a lot of that. It doesn't fill you up like a deep dish or just regular thick crust pizza does. I can eat like 2 or 3 slices of it, like regular, like normal, like say a Domino's, regular Domino's hand tossed pizza or Pizza Hut or whatever. 2 or 3 slices of that, I'm fine. You get a St. Louis style, 16-inch St. Louis style, I can eat the whole damn thing. It doesn't fill you up as much. Depends on if they put the right amount of toppings. A buddy, I'm not going to name the name, but a place my buddy runs, the last pizza I did get from there, it was the same pizza I typically get. I don't know who the hell made it, but they went light on the cheese. I get sausage mushroom, they went light on the toppings, everything. I mean, I usually would eat, it's a 16-inch pizza. I'd eat probably half of it when I got home, depending if I was hungry, and that was fine. I had to stop myself. I could have ate the whole thing. And I told my buddy that runs the place, like, I don't know who made my pizza the last time, or maybe they thought they made it like they were making it for my buddy, but it wasn't for him. It was for me. Because he asked for light stuff, like light cheese, light sauce, but everything. It was light on everything on that pizza. Light sauce, light cheese, light toppings. And I wanted it well done, and I think they may have even cooked it a little undercooked. They've been doing that a lot lately. It's not a bad deal. I don't want to have it delivered, though. Sometimes you have to have it delivered. And it's only pizzas. They get you on that. Oh, you never worked in a restaurant? I worked in enough. I'm done. I get into a whole different mindset when I get back into that industry. It turns into a whole different lifestyle. I'll start probably drinking a lot again and having a good time. And that sounds fun, but it gets old, gets expensive. Doesn't get expensive, it is expensive. It's an expensive lifestyle. Especially when you're running a bar.
Turn left.
And you're the reason most of the business comes in there. You kind of got to be there all the time. People get mad when their favorite person isn't there that they come in to see. Oh, Burger King. I never worked in fast food. Yeah, I actually got hired at a McDonald's. It would have probably been, I think that would have been my second job. My first job was dish dog in a real restaurant, and it was really damn busy. Very, very busy. Back then, now it's gone. It's completely gone now. The building, everything. But I didn't take the job at McDonald's. I ended up going to a banquet hall instead, working at Orlando Gardens Banquet Center for a year. I just couldn't work at a McDonald's for whatever reason. I guess I thought I was better than that.
Turn left.
Well, even if you work at like a fast food joint, you still don't learn about the tipping culture. That's a problem with a lot of these people ordering food on these food apps. I don't think most of them have ever had a job where they had to rely on tips. Not as far as I can tell. I wish the frickin' emojis would pop up on here. Well, I had a buddy that worked at a Little Caesars back in the 80s here. Total different restaurant back then. Not the Little Caesars you know today. They actually made pizzas there. Not heated up pizzas there. Because Little Caesars don't make their pizzas. Not in-house. Are you literally going to speed up and not let me over? God, I hate you people. Jesus, this pisses me off. I put my blinker on. The guy was back there. I could have got over. As soon as I put my blinker on, he hammered down on the gas pedal. This is every day. These people are just assholes. Now he's getting over into the lane that I was trying to get out of. He could have got in it back there instead of blocking me. I wish I could direct an EMP blast at his vehicle and make it shut down and you have to pull over for 20 minutes. I'll have to catch up with some of these long ones. I can't read them. I'm in rush hour traffic. And people drive like clowns out here. Yeah, and you heard, you probably heard the curry going off. Wait, it's before 4 o'clock. Usually I hear them about 10 after 4. Yeah, I don't know if they should make that. I can hear it right in my ear. They'd have to go back to showing your real like nickname or handle or whatever you use on YouTube instead of this @ symbol crap. I'm gonna find out who that. They know. Oh, on purpose? Yeah, I think they do. Well, they definitely do it on purpose to me. They don't want to be behind the big red van. But they did that to me in my truck, too. They didn't want to be around behind the big truck with the camper shell. And it makes me mad because if I'm trying to get on the highway, that's the entrance lane. It's going to end. And they don't let you over. They purposely block you. So I just always got to be pretty aware of the vehicles around me. That's how I look at my mirrors a lot. The camera may not pick up on that, but I do. I can't look at that one because I can barely see it. That's my camera for the back. But it's not really that bright. It's as bright as it'll go. It's never been that bright. And I think it's got more dim over the past couple of years that I've had it. But what do you expect? Well, I got it on sale. I paid $40 for it. But shortly after I bought it, it was at $100, and it's still at $100. It may have went on sale a couple times, but I didn't see it. But it shows up in things I bought in the past, wanting to know if I want to buy it again or something. I'm like, no, not for $100. It ain't worth $100. And the plugs, some of them they don't work when you plug them in here. I'll go plug them in another one, like over my truck. It works fine. I plug it in here and it doesn't work. I'm gonna lose you guys. We're gonna be buffering here. I'll speed up and try and make it quicker. Yeah, I have no signal. What did they do here to get rid of the signal? So I'm gonna start getting over. Gotta hit the freaking brakes. Oh wait, no I don't. I'm thinking I'm going to Chevy's. I'm not going to Chevy's. Ah, damn it, now I'm stuck in this lane. I'm back to where people aren't letting me over. Judging by traffic going the other direction, that's gonna decide how I go to get to my drop-off. Ambulance and pumper trucks going the other way. I don't know. I didn't see an accident. But their traffic's at a crawl. See, I can come back this way. I'm coming up on the I-6440 interchange. I can come back down this highway to get to that, or I can cut across a different way, and I think I'm going to cut across, or I'm going to be stuck in that stuff. Wish you guys could see it. To launch. I'd like to get one at 9:30, 10:45, and like noon, 12:30. I'd like to get 3 of them right in that time frame. That rarely works out like that, though. Yeah, this time of day I got to deal with that rush hour traffic. Our rush hour is not just for like an hour. It starts about 2:30 and goes to like 6:30. It starts lightening up eventually, but there's more paramedics over there. Oh no, that's a pumper truck. That's a fire truck. I don't know where they're going. I didn't see the accident. I mean, I don't mind them at this time of day. I don't like them at 8:30 at night, or sometimes I get some that my pickup time is 10:30 at night. I've done those. They go to an Amazon out by the airport, Amazon Cargo. And it makes me mad because I often get that late night order, and 2 or 3 times now I've gotten one for like 4 o'clock in the morning for the same place. Same order as you would see at 10 o'clock or 1 or 2. I've done one in the afternoon there. I've never done a normal lunch order there. I've not done any breakfast because I'm not doing them that early. I just don't want to risk not to oversleeping because my body's not used to getting up at midnight. You know, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. But I've done that one at 10:30 at night several times. And I'm like, why don't I ever get the one in the afternoon except that one time? They do 3 or 4 orders a day for out there. I know it's at least 3. And when I get there, they don't even know they're getting food. They've got a tiny table to put everything. It never fits. But honestly, if it's paying good enough, I'll take it just about any time. I just don't like them at like 4 and 5 and 6 in the morning because I get up 4 hours before the pickup. That's when my alarm goes off. So if I got something at 4 o'clock in the morning, well, my alarm's going off at midnight. Now I'd probably back it up to 12:30. But I'll tell you why I do that, because that's how I've always done it. And kind of like voodoo or something, superstition. I get some pretty good orders, and I've once tried, before they came out with the new tier system,
Exit right, and then
I was seeing big orders where other people weren't. So I was telling people, this is exactly what I do. I don't know if it's going to work for you, but this is how I do things.
right.
I can't explain why in the world I get some of these orders when other people don't see them. And it usually starts with, I got a big vehicle, I've got a lot of bags, and I've got wagons and carts. Yeah, I've done Amazon Flex. I've got the magnets on the back of the van still. But that's really just to let people know that I'm a delivery driver and I make frequent stops. But I don't like Flex. There are too many unknown variables. That's my biggest reason for not liking it. You don't know how many packages you're going to be delivering. You don't know where you're going. And that's about it right there. Plus, I always hear people saying that they get a 4-hour block, 4.5 hour block, and they do it in 2 or 2.5 hours. No, I didn't see any of those. I had right around 48 packages to drop off all the times I did one. And I think out of all of them, I finished one like with 3 minutes to spare. The rest of them, I went over. I still delivered everything, but I went not far over, but like say 8-10 minutes. And I'm like, where's these blocks that I hear people getting that they're getting them done in half the time? That's what I'm looking for.
And then turn left.
And another thing I didn't like, every block I did could have been delivered in a Toyota Prius. I have a van. They didn't give me orders that had big packages for worthy of a van. That aggravated me. Because typically when people start getting those bigger packages, they don't have as many packages, which means you can get it done a little quicker. And plus the time. I mean, yeah, I do a 4.5 hour block, and I can't get it done any quicker. That's 4.5 hours of my damn time. That's my 30-minute warning right there. It's the time that you put in. I mean, to make $87, $92 or whatever, it takes 4.5 hours, we'll say 3.5 to 5 hours. Here, most people accept the blocks at base commission, where I know somebody in another market.
Turn right.
What the hell's going on?
Then turn left.
Oh, shit. I know what that was. I'm already here. I just almost drove right on past it.
You have reached your destination.
Let's make it impossible for me to park here. You're taking up 2 spots. I have nowhere to park. I'll have to park there. You're taking up damn near 2 spots. I wish people just learn how to back out and pull back forward when they can't get their shit in there straight. And you're sitting in the car. It's an Indian driver. That's why. Yeah, I don't know if he's a delivery or driver. Metro Medical Transport, it says on there. I'm going to write that down. Metro Medical Transport. That sounds like medical courier stuff to me. Well, I can tell you, I can pretty much make money on Flex every day. Every day. But not out of the warehouse closest to my house every day, because some days they don't have enough deliveries and they just send them all to a different warehouse. They have none. They'll have none. And I don't want to really go to any of the other warehouses, to be honest. Especially the one in Sauget, Illinois. God, they've got a damn Facebook group for that one. Yep, it was the 30-minute reminder, and then that I broke the geofence. Payway Asian Kitchen, I think it's boxed lunches. I think it's going to be like 89 box lunches. It's paying pretty good. It's my bill paying order. The first one was my gas money order, which didn't even cover gas today because I spent $27, $28 more on fuel than what I made on that order. I just call the smaller order the gas money one. Typically, though, I'm getting fuel before I get down to a half a tank. I was down to a quarter tank today. That's 22 gallons of gas at $3, whatever the hell I paid. Yeah, they package them, unless they've changed it. I can get a fair amount in each catering bag. But I'm going to try and get a closer parking spot before I go in there. It's $1,398.07 worth of food. And the price, the payout went up on it because they added to it. Well, they dropped some off and then they added to it. So it went down. They adjusted it because it went down $1 and then it went up like $7. Yeah, it was like $3.74 or something. It made me mad because it's the Costco that I don't like to go to. I'll shop there, but I don't like getting gas there. And I'm going to be driving right when I leave here. I'm going to go down this way, and the Costco I like to get gas from is down that way, but I'm not going to get gas when I'm in the middle of a drop-off. I can't do that. I don't have Moe's. And Chipotle, I have never seen a catering order. Not even a bad one. I'm doing Jersey Mike's tomorrow. And I don't think I've been to this Jersey Mike's either that I'm going to. For Uber or anything. I haven't done a lot of Jersey Mike's because they don't do them close by. They're always way out up north. So they got to be paying pretty good. Because that's a lot of driving to get out there, and typically they're not going right down the street when I pick them up out there. Yeah, I had to drive all the way out there one time and pick up a Jersey Mike's, and it went all the way downtown St. Louis to the Cardinals Busch Stadium. And that guy that I delivered to down, or the guy that makes the orders, is kind of an asshole. And now he doesn't even, he only wants DoorDash to deliver his catering orders now. I quit taking them. I quit doing them. It's a real pain in the ass to get. Usually you go to the loading docks in there, you back up the loading docks and somebody comes out with a cart and they just make it a pain in the ass to get in there. I'm like, listen, I'm just here to drop off an order that they placed. I heard they're expensive and a little skeet on the meat. I've never eaten there. I don't like people that charge high prices and don't give you your money's worth. We have a local sub shop here called Mom's Deli. I don't know if they went back to the way they used to make them, but I'd been bragging about them forever to my buddy had run that. Well, this is a long time ago. He was just a kitchen manager and a bartender back then. But I've been bragging about Mom's Deli to him and the girl that he worked with on whatever day of the week it was every day. So he finally sent me down to get some Mom's Deli, and they went up a little on their prices and cut their meat portions down on their sandwich. There wasn't much meat on them. And this is I got the Mom's Special. That's what I always got on their honey wheat French bread that they baked fresh. The bread didn't even taste like it was fresh baked. And they were light on the meat, and my buddy and the waitress didn't like it because of that. I'm like, well, that sucks. I've never been back. That was over 16 years ago. Now, down on the hill where the Italian restaurants are, there's a place called Evaldi's Deli. Man, do they got a meatball sandwich from hell. It is so good. And you get the daddy sandwich or something like that. It's their meatball sandwich, and then they put Italian sausage on top of that. It's messy, but my God, it's so good. It's like $1 more to get the daddy sandwich for the same size. You get the French dip. I got 22 minutes till pickup time. There's another place, Amagetti's. I don't know if you remember, I had that cash customer. I just finished up doing my Uber for the night, and I went to this Amagetti's and got a meatball sandwich and a salad to take home. The salad was good, but meatball sandwich was just wasn't anything to brag about. And then he ordered, had me go pick him up this meatball sandwich from Evaldi's the next day. And I grabbed myself a sandwich while I was there too. And went home and had lunch after I dropped that off to him. And my God, the difference. Oh God, it was so good. I've been back several times to get it. Well, not so much since I moved, but when I was still living 10 minutes away from it, I went there a little more often. But now I don't get over that way too often. He gets his own shit now. He finally got not 100% healed, but he can move around and drive himself and stuff now. He was pretty much stuck there for a while. Shit, he had COVID like 4 times. But yeah, he got better, but he still doesn't eat the right diet. He drinks more Coca-Cola than he does water. Yeah, he got better. I mean, he was at the Mayo Clinic multiple times. He tried getting me to, he found a restaurant down in Union, Missouri. His main warehouse for his restaurant equipment business. He found a warehouse much bigger and much cheaper down around the Union, Missouri area. He found a restaurant down there with an owner that has a whole lot of money. And he likes it. And he got him to hire a head chef. And he's like, the guy changed, he got lazy is what he did. He was getting all the appetizers were like straight from the freezer to the fryer to the plate. No creativity. Couldn't cook steaks worth of shit. And he wanted me to come down and do it. I'm like, nope. He offered me good money too. Hell, the guy that they had that they were going to replace with, well, they did replace him eventually. They were paying him $1,500 a week, set him up in a condo down there or a townhouse or something, included benefits, medical, dental, vision, all that stuff. And he was just lazy. I mean, he was getting paid well. I guess he figured he could get paid that good and still be lazy. I don't get the Marlboros. I get the 24/7 golds. It runs me like $24 a carton. And they're not bad. Yeah, it was like a condo or a townhouse, something like that. They set them up in. They paid the rent, all the utility, everything. So he got free room and board basically in his own place. Wasn't like they had a closet in the back of the kitchen that he got to stay in. He had his own place. Hell, they may even have got him a car. I don't remember. But I'm like, yeah, I want nothing to do with that. All them hours, I don't want to run a kitchen. I can run a kitchen, but I don't want to be hands-on in there. I can manage a kitchen without having to do a damn thing in there with the right people. You're the puppeteer. Yeah, when I used to smoke, they were getting up to upwards of $80 a carton. I'm like, nope, I got to either find something else or quit. And I tried Edgefield. Unfortunately, I didn't try a pack. I bought a carton and I didn't like them at all. And then I found these, and these were like $20 a carton when I first started getting them. They went up a little bit, but not much. They're like double that down in Oklahoma. The same exact thing. I guess our cigarette taxes aren't as high in Missouri. I'm going to try and get lined up a little better with their front door. It's a tight parking lot. They do this a lot. And in this area, I can't park there. Damn it. I'm gonna back into the damn handicap. That's what I do most of the time here. Because this asshat here that probably works in here, he's parked right on the line, and he's in takeout parking only. So I don't know if he's inside this restaurant or what, but he might as well be taking up 2 spots. If I pulled in here, I won't be able to open my driver's door, and if I park to where I can, then the person that's on my right won't be able to open their passenger door because they're backed in. That's the thing, he backed in and he don't know how to back in a car. I can't go too far because there's a brick pillar back there. And I have to be able to open my doors. Where's that sign on the other side? I don't know. Oh, I forgot what it said on the side of that guy, that medical something transport. Do you guys remember what I said it was when I pulled up? Yeah, I'm not spending the amount of money on smokes that I could, the savings would afford me the opportunity to buy a Harley. It cost me like $24 every 12 days. I'm not a chain smoker. Now, back when I worked in bars that you could smoke inside, I sure went through the cigarettes, but I can't say I smoked them all. Back then, you light one, get 2 drags, set it down in an ashtray, and make a bunch of drinks. You come back and your cigarettes burned all the way down. They didn't burn out back then like they do now. They weren't that FSC stuff. Let's see what this curry is. Not good. $29.13. The per mile breakdown's good, but it's oh, that's frickin' 20 bags of mulch, 720 pounds. God, they do this often. More times than not, if there's mulch on it, it's upwards of 20 bags or more. Or it's 20 bags of mulch and 10 bags of topsoil, which weighs a lot more than what it says because often it's mud because they store that stuff outside. U-turn delivery popped on. There, I see you now. Now, I had a buddy that quit drinking, which changed a lot of things in his life. He could afford a motorcycle after about a year after that. He could work a job steady without losing it because he didn't go in because he got too drunk the night before or was still drunk from the night before. He doesn't do that anymore. He was not a productive alcoholic. Where I have other friends that were then and still are to this day. What's this one about? I can't do any of these because I got to do this catering order. 4637, 6 miles total. It's 14 miles from me right now, which will probably be about the same when I get to this drop off. Might be a little less. It's a 44-gallon gray vented plastic outdoor trash can for restaurants, offices, warehouse, whatever. It's 4 of those, and they might slide into each other. And then 55-gallon brute containers for restaurants. 6 of those, so it's 10 trash cans. Total weight is 78 pounds. Yeah, these probably don't have those hinged lids, so they'll probably drop right down in each other. That'd be an easy delivery. It's already claimed. Forget about it. My buddy didn't really lose any weight though. Yeah, somebody snagged that one quick. The one with the 20 bags of mulch for $29.13, it's still there. And this other one that's way too up north, I wouldn't do this for the money. Gardens soil all-purpose 1.5 cubic foot for in-ground use. Times 2, 108 pounds. Okay, it's dirt. It could be like mud because it's stored outside and it rained yesterday. 12 inch by 12 inch by 1.5 inch pewter square concrete. Oh, that's 85 pounds. 4 concrete paver stones. Oh, more potting soil times 2. That's another 42 pounds. And then another thing of topsoil for 42 pounds. $31.35 what they want for that. No. She means copper top, not copper atop. You still can't get copper. Copper top. Oh, they get it every day, man. Somebody told me that Home Depot runs a deal on it on 20 bags of mulch. I go, that would answer why in the hell I see so many of them. It's 11 minutes before pickup. I just swiped that I'm here. Tummy's? I don't know that place either. Oh, Tully's. I don't know Tully. We had a Tully's here at one point in time, but that was a bar. I don't even know if they had food. That's where like the older people went at the time when I was like 21. The people that were like 30 went to Tully's. They had like rock and roll bands and stuff. I went there a few times. If I wanted to pick up some cougars. And I knew a girl that worked there at one time. They ended up turning into a place called Bar 101. And then they moved locations out here. And then they ended up moving down to my neighborhood I was in 2 apartments ago. Yeah, my friend Lisa, she was a really good bartender. One of the best. I tried hiring her at a nightclub that I was going to be running, but the deal fell through. Nightclub never got opened. It had like 4 bars in it though. I wanted her to be my head bartender. I was going to be running the 4 bars. Not the whole place, at least not at first. I probably would have became general manager eventually. That's just how it usually works with me. Well, you know, you pick it up yourself. You buy 2 bags and just throw 8 in your car and go. Since you just tell them what you're getting, and then you go out and get it yourself out on the parking lot somewhere. You just pull up next to the pile and start throwing them in your car. I know a lot of people that they do that. Same with sod. You buy 3 or 4 things of sod and throw 12 in the back of your car. buy 4, get 8 free. I've gotten free food one time that I know of. And that was at Flower Child, and they were really busy, and all my stuff was stacked right, like say here. And I got all that, and then there was one like to-go bag sitting right next to it. I go, is this me too? And he's like, no, that was a mistake. I'm like, well, I do mistakes. He's like, oh, you can have it if you want. I'm like, oh man, I was just kidding. But no, he gave it to me, and it was, that's how I know that they're not just vegan there, because it was steak, salmon, mashers, like mashed potatoes, and steamed broccoli. It was good. The steak had good flavor, but it was really chewy. I think it was just sirloin. I don't like sirloin a whole lot. It had good flavor, though. Ace is the place. I don't go to Ace too often, but they are very helpful when I do. Way more helpful than Lowe's and Home Depot. Home Depot is my favorite one to go to, though, out of the hardware stores. 424. I'm going to go ahead and head in here. It's about 5 or 6 minutes early, but I still don't know if it's box lunches or not. So I got to check on things. So I'll be back. Keep on chatting. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I need a sip of this first. Oh, I didn't turn my fan off. It's box lunches if you can hear me. I've done about 3,000 deliveries. Catering, just catering. That's a lot of catering. If you know, you know. That didn't feel good on my shoulder. I have photos. What time is it? 4:30. Hey, 4:35, and my pickup time was 4:32 on an order this size. And I'm packed. Packed, loaded, ready to go. This lady was in here complaining because they weren't really doing any orders to get these cater. They have more than just this catering order. There's the guy that was doing the medical courier. He was picking up an Easy Cater off of Zifty, and then me, and I guess they got another one going out. But this woman was in there bitching and throwing. I'm calling corporate. She just backed out and went that way. What's funny about that is you can't get out that way. I'm pretty certain you can't get out that way. I did an order here one day, and they gave me, I bet, like 42 minutes to drop it off. And this is Payway. They were on point all the time. Yeah, I'm looking. There's no way to get out over there. And I don't see her in the parking lot. Maybe she went around back her big ass to eat it. I don't know. But anyway, I pick up the order on time. Didn't go in there the last second because I know it was probably going to be ready. It was going to there's an office building like right behind there, like 0.1 of a mile, and they gave me like 42 minutes. So I had to just sit there in front of the place till about a quarter after. Then I swiped that I completed the pickup right before they got penalized, because I mean they had it ready on time, no reason to. But I still couldn't go down to drop it off. I had to kill like another 20 minutes. Because they don't want you dropping stuff off early, but they logistically screwed up. They should have gave me like 15 minutes to drop it off, or we'll say 17 minutes. 2 minutes to pick it up, or a little before the pickup time, you can start loading it. By 2 minutes after, you got it picked up, and then that gives you exactly 15 minutes to drive it to the drop-off, which is within parameters. And I've done another one from there that was literally across the street from it on the other side. It was like 0.2 miles. And it gave me too much time. Yeah, it makes no sense to me. Instead of delivering the shit early, keeping it hot, they're more worried about the customer getting mad because everything's timed. And I've only had one customer ever get a little bent out of shape that I got there a little early. It was only like 2 minutes early. Well, it was 17 minutes early, but we can get there. We got to deliver it between 15 minutes. Actually, we have 20 minutes because we got till 5 minutes after drop-off time. But this was a hospital. I had no idea where I was going, and I beat her there. It was a rep, and she was all bent out of shape. But I didn't get finished setting that up till that was before metrics. By the time I got to where I needed to be, got it set up because it was a fairly good size order. It was probably past the drop-off time, more than likely. No, I'm not going. I'm going down to 170. No, I'm not taking North Lindbergh, morons. That is not the right way to go. I know what it wants me to do, take North Lindbergh down 240. You know what? I'm going to do that, and I'll tell you why. Because where I got to get on 170 down here, it's going to be a cluster, you know what, because of rush hour. Yeah, I know what this is wanting me to do. It's going to take me to I-6440 down this way. Then I can get all the way over to the left lane and try and avoid some of that bottleneck where 170 and 64 merge. The Raspberries Cafe of Rome. I like this flower child we got here, man. They're always on point. They package it good. that makes it easy for me to deliver. And it stacks good. Go ahead. I know you want to speed by me. Come on, hurry up so I can get. I want to get in that lane. Speed up. I'm gonna cut in front. Oh, you want to get in my lane, asshole. I want this lane. I got plenty of time to get there. Did I turn my headlights off? No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. I just turned them back on. I kind of don't do Raising Cane's, but I did do an Uber out of there not too long ago. Well, it's been a while because I still had the Uber card. My Uber Black card is before it expired. It's probably been about a year ago. They had my food ready, except I had to fill up my own cup for the drink, but they had my food already ready and packaged before I completed the transaction with the Uber Black card. I couldn't believe that. Now, the first time I did it, and only time I had done a Raising Cane's before that, was on DoorDash, and then another one came in for the same Raising Cane's, so I threw that on there. Then I went in there and found out that you have to literally pull the order up so they can see it, so they know what to make. It's not in the system. And I had to do that for both orders. It was a pain in the ass. I said, screw that, I ain't ever going back there. Well, that one I did on Uber, I was paying like $18. I think I ended up paying over $20 after the hidden tip. And it was getting me the direction I wanted to go. So I'm like, I'll attempt it. No, I've never eaten there, but boy, they got some shitty orders. It smells good. I can give it that. It does smell good. Damn, this is saying it's going to take me 25 minutes to get there. 5:30. Well, that's fine because ETA is 5:07, and I'm supposed to be there between 5:15 and 5:30. Kind of stinks in here. That food doesn't smell too good. Some of the wing stops are making you fill out your info when you're picking up an order. It's no big deal. Don't get aggravated. It's just that there's lots of places that do that or did that. They don't really do it as much as they should. Chipotle being one of those. Chipotle, every driver is supposed to fill out. They got a clipboard. They're supposed to fill that out every time they pick up an order there. I mean, you're just putting your name and what company you're with, DoorDash, Delivered, or Grubhub, or Uber Eats or Grubhub. It's no big deal. Never had an issue with that. Sauce on the Side does that here too. At least the Tower Grove location, that's the only one I've ever picked up from. They've got other ones. That's just the only one I've ever picked up from. I think this took 6 catering bags, maybe 7, 6 or 7. 5, 6. Might only be in 6. Might be 6. I'm good at getting a lot into catering bags. I know other drivers would not have fit this in one catering bag. I got 4 stacks of lunches, they're round, in each catering bag, but you got to get them just right on an angle so they fit together. And at first, if you first try, it's like it's not going to work. It works. I pulled out exactly the amount of catering bags I needed for the order too. I was pretty happy about that. So I haven't done one of these payways in a while. I just saw a girl walking, looked like she was pregnant as hell, and then when I got past her, she's not pregnant. But she's walking like she is. Yeah, you saw my blinker on, you asshole. You want to drive fast to a red light? Go right ahead. Go back to Illinois. That's what your plates say you're from. Go there, stay there. Don't come on our side, Illinois drivers. Oh yeah, I've been live for an hour and 8 minutes. I said I was coming back. Before I logged out the last one, I said what time I'd be back on. I don't know if I was on right on the money, but I was close to it. Because I know I left about 10 minutes later than I originally wanted to. I'm going to turn left soon as the damn light turns green. Shane is back. Oh, no shit. $2 tacos, steak tacos. That's a good price on tacos these days because a lot of places want $4 and $5 for a little street taco. That shouldn't be more than $2. Well, like the price of beef went up, right? But the price of pork and chicken is really not much more. Just beef went up, but they're charging beef prices for everything. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's what it looks like to me. Yeah, there's a couple places that used to be food trucks here. Now they got a brick and mortar and serving street tacos, and they're like $5 a damn taco. And they're not that big. I have to eat like $50 worth of tacos. And I just, instead of eating $50 worth of tacos, I eat $0 worth of tacos and I don't patronize them. Jack from Jack in the Box, many years, I never forget this, many years ago, somebody asked Jack, how do you make money on a 99-cent quarter pounder or jumbo jack? And his answer was volume. He sells a shit ton of them at $1 or 99 cents a piece. I don't think they do that anymore, but yeah, I want to get over to you, jerk offs. Yeah, because these places charge so much per taco, I don't eat anything there. So I get zero, and I can't be alone. I'm not the only frugal person out there. Oh, my traffic's all coming to a stop. I'm coming up on that 170. I'm trying to get all the way over to the left lane so I can bypass some of it, but these knuckleheads won't let me over. Their lanes aren't really moving either, though. I did find out, I think it's Soul Taco. I'll have to check again. It's like $1.50 or $2 tacos on Tuesday at Soul Taco. And that's like a Korean, Mexican fusion type place. Yep, I'm going to cut you off. All right, I got one lane further over. And wait, was that? No, that was Kimchi, guys. I got a free lunch that one day. I was picking up a catering order. I'm getting to the drop off, and I'm like, what is this random bag here that they gave me? It didn't fit with anything. And I look, and it's got a receipt on it. It was somebody's DoorDash order. So I sat in the parking lot wherever I dropped off that order, and I ate. It was a bowl. I don't know what all was in it, but it was pretty good. Gave it to me in the... Yeah, oops on them, not me. I mean, I didn't just randomly grab it. They handed it to me. Where am I getting off? Oh, I'm getting off at Jefferson. I should have known that. God, it is humid. Jesus. This is why I wanted to get over these. Well, the fast lane's slowing down. I'm passing them. I'm sure I'm going to cut. Yeah, I can see my lane's slowing down too. I won't be coming back home this way. Or going back home this way. I'll shoot over to Highway 44 and take that home. Did you hit your quest on the Uber rides, Lisa? Yeah, you know what kills me with Taco Bell? You know the value menu that all the restaurants have with the cheap stuff. Taco Bell created that. Shit, back then you get a bean burrito for like 69, 79 cents. Hell, with $1 can of refried beans, 1 onion, and Taco Bell sauce packets I steal from Taco Bell, and then a 10-pack of tortilla shells I can make for like, we'll say $2.50. I can make probably 5 or 6 bean burritos at home. It tastes just like theirs. Oh yeah, I need some shredded cheddar. I figured high on like $2.50, so that'd probably make up for it, because they don't put a whole lot of cheese in there. But all it is taco sauce, refried beans, diced onion, and shredded cheddar cheese in the tortilla wrap. Soft white flour tortilla. Because I like a good old traditional bean burrito every once in a while. And they shrunk. Theirs aren't as big as they used to be either. A lot of the stuff at Taco Bell is not as big as it used to be. That's the shrinkflation part of it. Charge more, serve less. It doesn't do that to me. I'm fine eating Taco Bell, but it's not the Taco Bell it once was. When we went there when I was like in my later teens all the time, we ate at Taco Bell a lot. It was much better. The quality of the food was better. It tasted better. Everything about it was better, and the prices were much better. But then, I mean, well, even at the time, it was cheap. Even with the cost of living back then, it still was cheaper. I mean, minimum wage was lower. You didn't earn as much back then, but it was still more affordable than it is today. The best deal now, if I go to Taco Bell, I get one of those boxes with multiple things in it for like $8. And then I might add, more than likely, add a bean burrito to that too. I'm a sucker for the soft taco supremes too. I like those with beef. I like the chalupa. Yeah, I got something. I thought I was getting 2 chalupas in that box. I don't know what these were. They were tiny. They called them some kind of chalupa. I don't know what the hell. It was nothing I ever had before. It was not the regular chalupa, unless they really shrunk them down. I love the chalupa, or at least I used to. I used to like the taco beef with the Baja sauce. That I don't even think they carry the Baja sauce anymore, because they think I'm crazy when I ask for it. The chapupa, not for everybody. There's quite a bit of crap restaurants I can eat from, and I have no issue. But I go to a nicer restaurant, and I'm running to the bathroom as soon as I leave. Sometimes before I leave. But I've narrowed that down to, I think it's something in the sanitizer. What do you think? But this place, Chris's Pancakes here, I love their food. It's good, but I can't eat there because it gives you the bubble guts. And one of the last times I ate there, I even got my drink in a to-go cup. I got plastic silverware, and I had everything served in to-go containers, while everybody else had their stuff on plates. And it still did it to me. So I'm like, well, I guess it's not the sanitizer they use in the dishwasher system. That's what I was thinking it might be, because that's on the silverware, the plates, the glass. It's on everything. Even when I was in culinary, some of the chef instructors about it, I'm like, how come I can eat like any fast food It does not bother me one bit. It seems like the nicer the restaurant, the quicker I'm running to the bathroom after I eat there. And like Chris's, it's called Chris's Pancakes, but they don't just do breakfast. They've got great buffalo chicken strips and buffalo wings and pork chops and just a lot of good stuff that has nothing to do with breakfast. But I've literally tried about everything on their menu, and everything I eat sends me to the bathroom, so I had to quit eating there. Now, my ex-wife's family, that's who I ate there with all the time. They had no issues with it. Didn't bother one of them. Even my diabetic ex-father-in-law. Now, what got him is he'd get that sugar-free candy, and you're only supposed to, like chocolate, you're only supposed to eat like a couple pieces. He'd eat the whole bag and it'd be crapping his ass off. And it was the candy that did it, but not if he would have had it in moderation and had 1 or 2 pieces instead of like 10. Yeah, when he had prostate cancer, he couldn't leave the house for like over a month, and they primarily ate out because they didn't cook. And I made most of his meals for like at least a month. I always made enough for leftovers for lunch or whatever, so I didn't have to go over there every day and cook every meal. His doctor, after about 2 weeks, 3 weeks on my food, said his blood sugar was the lowest it had been in many, many years, wanting to know what the hell he did different. And I wasn't exactly preparing diabetic food. I was just making down-home cooking without all the crap restaurants put in it. But it was just as good. Not better, probably better. But his blood sugar levels were awesome. Yeah, they could have fiber packets, who knows? I do know one time I got those Fiber One bars. We had some on clearance at the grocery store I was working at, and they were some kind. I need to get over in that lane, you asshat. All right, I'm hitting my brakes. You won't let me over. I'll just massively slow down and make you pass me, because they were pacing me. They keep doing that to me. It pisses me off. Yeah, but these Fiber One bars, they were really good. They're like candy bars. And I bought like a bunch of them. And they were tiny. So I figured, yeah, I can eat some of those. I can eat more than one. Don't do that. Unless you're at home for a while. Oh boy, did they go through me. My boss, Bill, when I was telling him about it, thought it was pretty funny. The next day, I'm like, man, I got all them damn Fiber One bars. I was snacking on them at work. They were like 25 cents a piece. Something like that. Might have been 10 cents a piece. I don't know. But I bought like 30 of them. They had a lot of them. I thought Jefferson was back there. I know I didn't pass it. Yeah, I haven't bought Fiber One bars since then. I used to eat Nutri-Grain bars for breakfast. I only would just eat like 1 or 2 of them though. Probably more often it was 2 because 1 wasn't enough. But it seemed like I was going through them too fast, and they get kind of pricey when you go through them that fast. I had toast for breakfast today. I normally don't eat breakfast, but I was just craving toast. As hot as it is. Let me heat up my toaster. There's where the St. Louis Blues play, I think. They call it Chaffetz Arena now? Maybe, I don't think that's where they play. I don't know what Ridgies are. Ridgies. Yeah, there's a couple restaurants here. this fried chicken joint I worked at called Hodak's, one of the busiest chicken, probably the busiest chicken place in St. Louis for fried chicken. That place will do it to me, but not as quickly as Chris's Pancakes.
Exit right.
Now they've got a new location. The TGI Fridays closed out in the South County area that I'm near. I don't live far from. And when they get open at the new place, they're doing a hiring fair right now because that's a big place. It's bigger than where they're at, or where their location on Southwest in the city. They're right near the hill, the Italian neighborhood. Super cool people too that own it. There's just something there that, I mean, I'm not trying to talk bad about their food. There's something doesn't agree with me. Like I said, my in-laws family, ex-in-laws family, and they didn't bother any of them like that. And we all eat there. Me, her parents, her brother, her sister, their significant others. Her cousin Matt, that I still call my cousin more than it's her cousin anymore because I talk to him more than she does. His dad was there for like lunch and dinner almost every day of the week. In fact, after he passed away, he sat in the same booth every single time, and they've got a brass nameplate on the wall for him. I never ate at Ruby Tuesdays. There was a Ruby Tuesday here that I don't know if they just changed the name to Fire Mountain, but it became a really good buffet. And Fire Mountain's now gone, but their steak was actually good. Usually buffets don't have very good steak, but their steak was good. And I'm very picky on my steak. But yeah, they had good fried fish. Just all around, almost everything there. I didn't have any complaints about any of their food. And then it just went away. But yeah, when you flipped the receipt over, it said Ruby Tuesdays on the back of the paper, the receipt paper. Because it was a Ruby Tuesdays before then. Salmon River, never heard of it. Oh, is it just like Ponderosa still? We've got one here. It's called Wesley Rogers Steak and Buffet. It is pretty much identical to Ponderosa. And when I went in there the first time, she said, "Have you been here before?" I said, "No, not since it was Ponderosa years ago." And she's like, "We are identical to that." Okay. The menu, everything. It is Ponderosa with a different name. But I don't think they have as much stuff on the all-you-can-eat buffet as Ponderosa did, but their fried chicken's pretty good. Meatloaf's not bad. And actually, last time I was there, I ran into my cousin Matt, and he said the best thing to do there is you order the cheeseburger with the buffet. It's the cheapest way to do it. You get a go box and put the cheeseburger and whatever it came with. You put that in a go box, and then you just load up on the buffet, and then you have the cheeseburger and whatever for lunch the next day.
Turn right, and then turn left.
Because I always get the steak tips, whatever they call them, with the mushrooms and onions. I like that. But it kind of, and I usually get a baked potato with it. Well, that kind of fills me up.
Turn left. Turn right.
Oh shit! I gotta turn here, not at the.
Turn right.
Why are you telling me to turn right? I'm turning you off. You're making me mixed up. Frickin' right there on the left, not right. Yeah, there's Energizer Park, and here's the pear tree right next to it. They got a Cyberg's restaurant in here. I didn't know that. Cyberg's is local here. They're known for their mustard wings. And the original recipe for that was I don't know if it was called Frank's at the time, but Frank's Red Hot, 50-50 Frank's Red Hot and Durkee's famous sauce, which I think is French's. I think French's owns it now. But they had to change that recipe because I even asked. I had a roommate in '95, Joyce. She worked there, And she would bring me home a bucket full of those things, and I'd get home from working at the bar and just I'd have that sauce up to my freaking elbows out, eating them in the dark in the living room at the coffee table. But they changed it because Durkee's famous sauce had raw egg yolk in it, and they had to change the sauce or something like that. But they don't smell good, but they are good. I am 10 minutes early. I cannot mark that I'm here yet. Let me see my directions here. It says setup expected, yes, in the ballroom, meeting room setup. Michelle Walters. I'm just going to load it on my wagon and go inside. I'll be back. I got to lock the door, though. Locking her up. It is so humid. My goodness. It's like I'm standing outside in front of the dryer vent. That's what this air feels like. Yeah, our ground round closed overnight here, and they were busy as hell. They closed the same time Smoky Bones did. Our Smoky Bones. I don't know if it's the same one you guys had up there. I'll be back. See if they say like budget rental on those. Because I've been seeing white vans. It looks like they're delivering Amazon, and they're like budget Sprinter vans they rent. Lock. Get out of here, fly. I don't like you. an itch, got an itch, got an itch. Get me out of here. Hit the wrong button. Okay, is that person coming out? No, I am. I know I didn't buckle up, but I will. There's people trying to get up to the drop-off area, and I was trying to get out of their way. That one's done. Money in the bank. Super nice group. There's some kind of youth organization of some sort. I don't know, with their church or what. I think it's with their church, because they were going to pray and then have dinner. Nice folks, though. Super helpful, too. My gosh. I got there right as they hadn't even unlocked the doors to get to the ballroom yet.
Begin driving.
Oh, it wants me to make a right. I thought I was going to be making a left there for some reason. Oh, God, my ankle's got an itch. It won't go away, and there's no way I can itch it.
0.1 of a mile. Turn left.
Me? I'm probably going to eat something home. I bought 2 things of sushi today, but I'll probably eat the second one for lunch tomorrow. $6 for sushi. I can't. Damn it. Quit moving. I gotta work on this thing. It's fine if I'm not making a hard right or left. Yeah, it's good sushi for $6 each. Yeah, I got one for today, and either one for later tonight or tomorrow. And I'll probably eat it tomorrow, so I don't know what I'm gonna make. I could potentially make chicken tender tacos. Hell, I could even make fish tacos.
1 mile.
I got some Gordon Fisherman beer batter thingies that's been in the freezer for like 3 years. And one of the bags was open, and I just actually cooked those not too long ago. They were still good. I couldn't believe it. But I tested them in this new air fryer I got. And I'm like, I'll be dipped. They came out good. They tasted good. I said, I know I bought those at Walmart over 3 years ago. They were in my freezer in my apartment. They went with me from the apartment because I bought like 6 bags of them at one time. They were after Lent special. Yeah, they were like $3 a bag instead of $9 a bag after Lent was over. Yeah. Yeah, they're not that good, so they don't really taste any different than if I just bought them yesterday.
In 0.6 of a mile.
And I got malt vinegar I dump on them, which I like that for some reason. I didn't like that when I was younger. And then I was sitting there at either Captain D's or Long John Silver's one day. I'm like, I'm going to try this malt vinegar. My grandma and grandpa used to put that on their fish when we went to Long John Silver's when I was a kid, and I never liked it. I grabbed a piece of my grandma's fish that she had some of that damn malt vinegar on and a little cocktail sauce. Oh, I spit that out. No, I didn't like the cocktail sauce or the malt vinegar. But when like 4 or 5 years ago, I dumped a little on my fish, and it was probably Captain D's, I don't think, because that was closest to me. And I'm like, hey, this actually, I kind of like this. It's kind of quite nice. I don't know why. But I sure as hell didn't when I was younger. But then again, I eat a lot of things now that I would never even try when I was younger. Not even try it. I was extremely picky. Funny thing is, my mom and family would always give me trouble because how picky I was when I was a kid. My mom is 100 times more picky than I am right now. And she just won't try stuff. She's like, no. Or it's so hard to please her with food. She don't like anything. Anytime she goes out to eat, she complains to me about it later on in the night. I went up there and boy, it was the nastiest blah, 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 whatever I ever had. All them cooks should be fired. No freezer burn. Hell, it's got frost on it. I put it in the air fryer with the damn frost still on it. Because I cooked some veggies that's been in that freezer for over a year. One of them steamer bags of California medley with the broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. The carrots were okay, but what little broccoli was in there was pretty much inedible because it was stems. There wasn't no like flowerets, maybe little tiny ones. It was bird's eye. It wasn't like it was some cheap brand.
Turn right.
And the cauliflower was just mush. But I mixed some chicken with it that I had in the freezer. I think Tyson rotisserie chicken chunks or something I got from Costco. That's good. That chicken's good. But I'm trying to empty my freezer. And I think either Thursday morning or Wednesday night, probably Thursday morning because of the heat. Somebody has flicked their lights at me saying it was cool to pull over. Now that's what I like to see. I'm going to eat some of that stuff. It's going right in the because that's a day. I tend to do that. If it's something in my fridge that I'm going to throw away, I'll freeze it first. But this shit's already in the freezer. Yeah, those bags of veggies, you need to eat those right away because they just the bag fills with frost. I'm like, it's sealed. It's a sealed bag. How does it fill up with frost? Once I empty it, I'm gonna buy like a big ass bag of chicken breast, individually vacuum packed. I don't want any that's loose in the bag. They have to be vacuum packed, just like I get my tilapia. I'm gonna get a bag of tilapia, each fillet vacuum packed. I'm gonna change my diet. It's gonna be good food I'm eating. It's just I'm gonna get rid of the processed crap. All my ramen noodle bowls I'm probably gonna throw away. I got every one I got on sale at Costco, and unfortunately one of them, a sample lady had it one day, and it didn't taste bad, but when I made a whole bowl of it the right way at home, I always try that first the way it's supposed to be made, and then I'll doctor it later if I want to on the next bowl. I'm not a big fan of it, whatever one it is. Yeah, these are big bowls. They come like 8 in a box, 10 in a box. I don't know how many come in a box. But I'll tell you what, one thing they do is take up a lot of pantry space. And if you eat tuna fish, I just learned this, in the can, the nutritional facts, it says do not drain. I never noticed that, but I'm going to look at my tuna that's up in the cabinet and see if it says do not drain. I always drain the tuna fish, always have. Everybody I know has always drained the tuna fish. But you're supposed to mix it up with that liquid that's in the can. And then the tuna fish I watched a YouTube video on it, short. And the tuna wasn't as dry. So I'm going to have to look at my can, and I'm going to have to try that. Main thing I use tuna for is I make these tuna fish cakes. My grandma used to make them, but I perfected the recipe better than hers. Still basically the same 3 ingredients: tuna fish, egg, and cracker. I don't use breadcrumbs. I use saltine crackers. But it's the method. I use more eggs. I use 2 cans of tuna fish drained. I've never tried it not drained. 4 eggs. I do 2 eggs per can. 4 eggs and 14 saltine crackers that I'll put in a Ziploc bag and roll a damn can of soup over until it's just crumbs. She didn't do that. She just crumbled them up with her hand. So you have big old chunks of crackers in hers. And I might add pepper to it. They usually have enough salt. I don't think I ever have to add salt. Now I've also tried that same thing with I call it tuna chicken. It's that chicken breast in a can, like tuna fish. It works with that too. And then you just throw it, make a patty out of it in the skillet. fry it on both sides till it's golden brown, and then you eat them on bread, or you don't have to. I make tartar sauce for them now. When I was younger, I just ate them plain. I was picky, remember? Sauce on the sandwich type stuff, but I don't put cocktail sauce on a fish sandwich. I might dip it in it, but I won't put it. I won't spread it on there. Yeah, anything I get, I want to. If it's not vacuum packed, I'm gonna vacuum pack it because that's what I got the vacuum packer for. So I can vacuum pack stuff. And eventually, I'm gonna try and get Factor to be a sponsor for my channel because I see Factor sponsoring a lot of YouTubers. I'm gonna see what I can get out of that, but I gotta get my monetization on pause before I can think about getting any sponsors, because then I'll start amping up my content. I'm trying to get it back with just live streaming right now, because none of my long form videos get enough clicks and views and watch hours to get me there quick enough. Not as quick as live streaming can. YouTube doesn't push my content out there yet. I don't know what I gotta do. Some people say I gotta stick to one niche, and I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the standard one niche channel. That's why they need to come up with a life category. What I'm doing is what I'm doing content on, whatever that might be. I might be at a yard sale, who knows? I haven't started doing that content yet, but it's coming. No, I haven't done that. I'm not going to do that. That vertical mode, that's just not the way my camera is set up. Oh, you're going to get right on my ass? Well, have that cigarette on your windshield. How you like them apples? Stupid Subaru driver. They're merging over lanes, and they literally got, like, I don't know. I couldn't see them once they got behind me. They're probably over on my right now. They're not behind me. Yeah, there they are on my right. Highway interchange is coming up, so people are trying to get over. Yeah, the cooking videos got no traction. I really want to do some well, it's too damn hot to do outdoor cooking content now. Hell, I could go throw a pork shoulder on my grill and just shut the lid and not even turn the heat on and come out there 8 hours later, and it's gonna be cooked, slow cooked, probably be 165 internal degrees. What are they saying to me? $21.19. Oh, Mimi's Cafe. No, that's the restaurant I want to block. I don't want anything from them. I don't like them. They're like $55 worth of food. I declined it. I've never seen one that late in the day, though. That was like 11 something. I don't even think I could have done that. Where am I going to be? I couldn't have got there in time. I don't even know what they're all one big piece, and it's an L-shaped piece. So you can't do traditional wall cabinets and base cabinets in these trailers. It's like one big piece of furniture. So I got to redo everything when I do that. It needs a floor up remodel, not restoration. From the subfloors. That will really, really open it up, and then I can put an island in there, an actual island, not this peninsula thing, an actual freaking island. I could even put it on wheels, so I can move it around if I had to. But that's me literally gutting everything out of the kitchen, including the floor. The subfloor has got to go. It's got to be redone. I talked to some lady in the waiting room up at Walmart at the auto shop one day when it was pouring down rain. I wasn't going out. I parked over there so I didn't have to be far from the door. But it was just pouring down rain, and I wasn't going to go out until it was finished. And she lives in a mobile home out near me, and she described everything that got done, subfloor, everything, whole new kitchen for like $2,500. And she was an old lady. She didn't do the labor. I'm like, that's a really good price. And I should have got her information, but I didn't. Her car was done and she left, and I'm like, I should have got her information to track down who did that work for her. And she said it turned out beautiful. And the way she described how they did it, because she said she was watching them, being nosy. And I go, well, it sounds like they did it. They did it right. They didn't cut any corners. Yeah, I'd see other people do cooking videos, and they're crazy popular. There's a lot of Aldi. That's what was my theme on those first ones, was all the ingredients from Aldi. I've watched another guy, I can't think of, Sam Cooks or something. I can't think, he's British. It's one of the biggest food channels on YouTube. And he usually starts it out with the finished dish, and he says let's start cooking. And then he goes through the whole thing. I mean, really good quality editing, good quality video. He's not using a freaking phone to shoot the video. That's why I need a DSLR Canon. I want a Canon DSLR. There's one at Walmart for $600. Which I may start dropping the buy me a coffee link that I have once I figure out how to use it in my description of the video. I'm going to change it to buy me a camera. And any donations that go through it will go just to buy or the QR code on the screen. I'm sure I could figure it out from home, but mobile live streaming is different. Like those guys that have all the stuff where as they're doing deliveries throughout the day, they got their DoorDash tally, their Uber Eats, their Instacart, or whatever, and then the total. I have no clue how to do that. And I don't even have anyone to ask that I know well enough to tell me how to do that. I'm pretty happy it stayed kind of overcast this whole delivery. It never was very sunny. Now it's really not at all. I'm still waiting for the temp to start dropping with that cold front coming in. It's not going to, according to the weather guy, he said it's not going to be anything drastic though. It's just going to be a little cooler and a little less humidity. And for us having a little less humidity here, it's still going to be humid. Yeah, when I was going to use my grill outside with these videos, I was going to say, let's start grilling at the beginning with the finished dish and then go through it kind of like this guy does. I mean, what he does works. He's got a good recipe for success on YouTube, so to speak. And some channels just take a long time to finally get up there. Some people get something to go viral one time and that's all they need, and then it's good. They're on like that DoorDash girl. She had just got monetized and then had one video go freaking viral. And here she goes start making 15 grand a month, maybe more, I don't know. I just remember that first check was like 15 grand from YouTube. But then she's out buying $100 candles, buying a new wardrobe, just blowing all this money. Then she's kept doing the same content with that squeaky voice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I got this much money coming in. I got this much money. This is my AdSense. Blah, blah, blah. It was the same thing every time. I knew it was going to run its course quick. It did. Just crying on there, I'm getting evicted. I got to start doing DoorDash again. Send me free money. Now, before that happened, some of her older videos were pretty crafty, pretty creative. She didn't do any of that after she finally stopped. I mean, her subscribers jumped massively fast overnight. It was crazy.
Exit right.
I saw the video that did it. It was nothing spectacular. I don't know why it went viral, but you just never know. She was as shocked as anybody.
In a quarter of a mile, keep left, and then keep right.
But the trick is to keep it going.
Keep left, and then keep right.
And I don't think she was doing any affiliate links, nothing. It was all AdSense money. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty. That was her Google. I mean, that's what it is now. I don't know if she was getting the super thanks or chats come through. I don't think she really live streamed. The voice drove me nuts though, just loud and squeaky.
Keep right.
Yeah, I saw her buying some candles, and I looked those candles up, and they were $100 a candle. I'm like, holy crap! I see an $8 candle, and I think that's kind of pricey. Dang, $8 for a candle? I don't care if it's Yankee Candle Company or whatever. They go up higher than that too. Oh, I don't have to watch the traffic coming. I can just keep on driving. This is my lane. Yes, the voice, that loud, squeaky voice. Just high pitched. Like, oh my God, give me some earplugs. And it was every video. And hopefully, since I'm talking about her on here, I'm hoping her videos don't start popping up again on my feed. Because you know they're always listening. I think I'm going to buy that parts list when I get home. I still haven't done that. It's pulled up on my computer, on one of my tabs. The junkyard parts to start buying and selling on eBay. I'm really waiting for it to cool down. I can't go walking around the junkyard with it 100 plus degrees outside, real feel. Definitely not when it is over 100 degrees. True temp. Kind of craving Burger King French fries, but I'm not going to get them. I've got crinkle cut fries at home I can cook. Are they Ore-Ida? I don't remember if I got Ore-Ida or if I got Walmart brand. But I tried them. They're pretty good in there. I got them when I got this new air fryer up and running. I've had the air fryer for like a flipping year. I just never tried using it. I bought it at the thrift store for like $10. Now it will be cooler, a little bit cooler in September when J-Twists come up here again. I might test out something else I got for grilling some steaks. I got a sous vide. You vacuum pack the steaks and put them in the water bath in the sous vide at like 135 degrees for 2 or 3 hours with whatever you want to season. You season them up, put them in that bag, take them out, put them on the grill. And Guga Foods, he's got a channel called Everything Sous Vide, and he doesn't grill them. He puts them on the grill, but he uses a blowtorch to sear them and brown them, char them, get that crust on them. The cooking process is all done in the sous vide. and they're super tender. I don't know. I've never had one prepared that way, and I've never prepared it myself that way. And I got this sous vide at freaking the thrift store for like $13, and it looked like it had never been used. I powered it up, but there was no water in it. But everything powered up on it, so I'm assuming it was brand new and never used, and it works. And it was going for over $200 online, the exact model. I think it has the lid. That air fryer I got, there's actually a glass lid that's supposed to be with it too. I didn't know that until recently when I was looking up stuff to see if they got some kind of cookbook for that particular air fryer, since it was as seen on TV at one point in time. They probably have a cookbook for it. Yeah, I find some good deals. There's a Ninja cooker, I think it's like their air fryer that looks like a toaster oven. You can put a 12-inch pizza in it. I saw that at the thrift store. It wasn't in the box, but it had never been used. It was brand new, and everything was there. They wanted $40 for it, and I'm like, nah, that's a little pricey at the thrift store. And then I just saw one on sale at Costco, the same thing for like $130. They had like $20-30 off, something like that. I'm like, I should have got it, but I like the toaster oven style air fryers where they got that rack you can slide a pizza on there. That's what my old one was. It was the Instapot brand, the instant the pressure cooker, which I've got that. That's in my storage. Best corned beef I've over the years working in bars for St. Patty's Day. Cooked a lot of corned beef over the years, all kinds of different ways, and the best I've ever made was in that pot, that instant pot, that pressure cooker. My God, that was good.
In 1 mile, turn left.
Good enough I had to run back to the grocery store because they had the corned beef roast. I think they were all $6. Didn't matter the weight. They were just getting rid of them for $6. I had to go back and buy another one because I ate the crap out of that first one immediately. I cannot see that. Oh, baked potato brisket. I did wasn't nachos, they were potato skins at this place that was down in a couple neighborhoods ago. My roommate was on lunch and they were going down. It was Body Paint Wednesday, so the girls didn't have any shirts on. They're body painted, but they had pasties. I didn't know they used pasties at that point. It was either nachos or potato skins. I can't remember, but that pulled pork had no flavor. None. I think they boiled it. They definitely didn't smoke it. I don't know how the Mexicans in the kitchen made it. I don't think they made it because they like flavor in their food. But whoever made that pulled pork, it was just bland as could be. It was tender, but you can get pork tender by boiling it for 3-4 hours. Not at the time. I did. My buddy Dano, I think he moved to Colorado. He moved out of this area years ago now, but he was a chef in their kitchen for a little while, about 3 or 4 years after that. He got in tight with all those body paint girls. Brought 8 of them back to my apartment one night. I had all the body paint girls from the bar down at my place. Some of them are still in body paint. Some of them weren't. Yeah, they went to doing that just on Wednesdays and Fridays because it really drummed up business on those 2 days to 7 days a week. They even they remodeled the inside and had a whole dressing room for them. You could see through while they were getting painted. I think. I never got to see them getting painted, so I don't know. I ran the bar across the street. We didn't do body paint. I didn't want to. They're always catching all kinds of flack for it, so I didn't want any of that. I mean, the owner of the place, he wanted the girls basically as little on as possible in the daytime. Problem with that is most girls that will bartend like that, they're not very good bartenders, my experience. Some of those would argue with me on that, but oh well.
Turn left and then turn right.
See, I was a damn good bartender and I made damn good money bartending. I wasn't a girl. I didn't have to wear a bikini to make my money. I did it by being a damn good bartender and being damn good at my job. And in fact, if it's a bar like that I would go to, I don't even like going to them because they expect extra money because they're like not wearing much clothes, but they gave me shitty service. I don't care. I tip service, not what you look like. It could be a dude. I don't give a shit. I prefer good service over any of that. 9 times out of 10, I've fired many girls hotter than the one that's serving me anyway. I didn't know I was wishing for happiness. I'm not happy. I'm fairly happy. Happily single. Damn it, my fuel gauge. I didn't top it off either. Usually after the pump stops, I pump a little more in. I didn't do that today because I wasn't even sure if I was going to fill it up at that location because the gas prices are higher. And where I'm going tomorrow, I won't be too terribly far from the damn Costco I like to go to. I didn't know that when I was getting gas. I hadn't got my orders for tomorrow yet. I only got one. Now they've sent me 2 offers. One was like $20.17 and one was $22.19 or something like that. Yeah, like if I go to the Blarney Stone at night, which I haven't done that in a long time, I don't pick the prettiest waitress there. There's one server. If she's not there, I gotta just deal with whoever. But if she's there, I'll go to. If I'm not in her section, I'll go find a table in her section to order my drinks. And then go back to where my buddies are sitting. And because she's really, really good. And she gets tipped good for it too, at least for me. I can't be the only one that tips her good. Yeah, you give me good service, you're getting good tips. And I don't even demand much attention. I do, well, that's a problem. When I do drink, I drink a little fast. You got one borrow. What do you mean one borrow? Oh, did they? I didn't even see that on the interwebs. I have, Shane. I don't do many residential deliveries, but I have done a few. And I went to some pretty nice houses. And when you do deliver residential, you have a much greater chance of getting a cash tip. In fact, the last one I did, the lady asked me how that worked. I said, well, most times when I do residential, when it's business to business, it's usually all on the app. I told her, usually residential, they tip part on the app and then give me cash when I get there. That's how most of them do it. And now that lady, that was the first time she'd ever used Easy Cater. And she's like, oh, that's great. Because she had like 20 or 40 bucks. I think it might have been 40 bucks. A couple 20s. I don't remember. Because she's like, that's great because I had something for you. And I didn't know if you were allowed to take it or not. I go, oh, yeah, I'm allowed to take it. For sure. Dollar General has, well, Dollar Tree does too. I was just there today and saw that. Up to the brisket loaded stuff. Oh yeah, Ronco Rotisserie, set it and forget it. Apparently those are becoming a hot item to sell on eBay. Some of the people I watch on YouTube said they're hard to find now. I'm like, shit, I see them at the thrift stores all the time for like $7. Same with those bread ovens. I see those all the time too. I'm frozen. YouTube's frozen. Buffering. Really? That's weird. I've got a great signal. Oh well. I got a fix for that real quick. They changed YouTube stuff again. Oh, I am back? They changed YouTube stuff again. Okay, I don't know why, because I got a good signal on both phones. I got a better signal on the stream phone. Oh, I am back? Before I get out of here, if you haven't hit that like button, double tap your screen or whatever you got to do to hit that like button. And if you're new, haven't seen me before, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell, because I'll be live streaming these catering ride-alongs until I get monetized again, and maybe sporadically after that. The spoodle, I love spoodles. Spoodles are great. They're great for measuring the sauce that you're putting on a pizza. Because they're ounces. There's so much ounces. You can get different size spoodles. Oh yeah, she did a crap. I don't know who she is. She did a crap ton of infomercials on cooking gadgets. Is he over there on the Twitter? Or not Twitter, Twitch. Eventually when I stream, I'm thinking about streaming both here on YouTube and on Rumble. I'm gonna see how popular. I got to get this monetized again first, and then really start looking into Rumble and see how much easier it is to get things done over there. They may be a little more laxed on copyright stuff. I don't know. I just know a lot of people that is switching to Rumble versus YouTube. It's not, things aren't as censored as much. More freedom of speech, basically. But right now, it's just YouTube. I don't know how to live stream on TikTok. I've never done that. I've never really got into TikTok. Instagram, I won't lie, unless I start a totally new channel. I tried doing one for Gigwise on Facebook, but I set it up wrong, so you guys can't even leave comments. You can only comment on something that I put on there, and I didn't want to put much on there. That's the problem. So I did it all wrong. I drove 46 miles on the first one. I can't check the second one because I'm still live streaming. Okay. I don't need to see any of these notifications. Those are Stargazer lilies, Lisa, and I'm extremely allergic to them. Them in particular, I know for sure, but pretty much all lilies I'm really allergic to. So no, it does not smell that good. It would burn the crap out of my nose if I'm near those. Yeah, they had those in the little vases when I was working out at Snooks one day. I was over at the grill, the burger bar, cooking. I didn't realize they had star lilies there. I just know my allergies started really acting up that day. They got even worse that night, and the next day I was either sneezing or blowing my nose like all day till like 5 or 6 at night, to where I couldn't go to work. And the girl I called in and talked to, she's like, I've never had anybody call out because of allergies. I'm like, well, if I didn't have to work out in front of the customers while I'm cooking their food, I would probably come in. But that's not where I work. I don't work in the back. I work there out in the front, cooking the customers' food while they're watching. I can't be sneezing and blowing my nose every 2 minutes in front of the customer. Yeah, I saw it. I didn't know you grew it, but yeah, I saw it. I'm allergic to them. My ex-wife liked those. That's how I know I'm allergic, because I would get them for her, and I'd be miserable. Yeah, when I went back to work the next day, I was over the allergy thing by then. When I got there, I saw the lilies in all the little vases, where like there's one in front of every bar stool at the counter where you would eat. And I'm like, and all the tables out on the floor. I go, have there been lilies in those all week? And they're like, I asked the flower department because they take care of that. They're like, yeah. I go, we can't have that. I'm like severely allergic to them. That's why I called out of work yesterday. I didn't know that. I threw them all away and sealed. I threw them all in a trash bag, sealed it up, threw it in another trash, and called the porter and said, hey, you need to come get this trash out of here so I can survive a shift of work. I've never even heard of Jake Hafner's greenhouse. I guess you have. I'm allergic to a lot of the flowers. I like plants, but when they flower, the pollen or whatever they put out is what gets me. And I didn't used to be that way. I swear I've said it for years that I caught my allergies from my ex-wife because she was allergic to like everything in the air. And all I was allergic to was dust. And I wasn't always allergic to dust. That wasn't until I was about 21 years old. Dust started bothering me. We've got something here called the Botanical Gardens. I've never really been in there much. I was there for a craft beer festival. I didn't really tour all the greenhouses and whatever they have there. Beer and Blues Fest. I don't remember what it was. It was at night, and it was a lot of free craft beer. This room right here in my trailer, it's like a greenhouse. I've got curtains on all the damn windows. It's all the citric acid in it, man. That shit's loaded with acid. That's what makes it so sour. It'll ruin your taste buds. Yeah, I had stuff so sour at my snow cone stand. It was a sour spray. I forgot what it was actually called. I just called it the sour spray. I had sour flavors, and then if they wanted it extra sour, I'd squirt that shit as I was making the snow cone all the way up through it and then all over the snowball on the top. And it was incredibly sour, and the kids loved it. I'm like, I can't do that. It was so intensely sour. And it was acid. The ingredients, it was all acid. Citric acid, like 2 other types of acid. But my sour cherry, I got to the point I don't even like snow cones now, but The only one I ever really craved, and I wasn't a big sour fan, but it was the sour cherry. Regular cherry, I didn't really care for it. Never did. I like cherry cola. That used to be my favorite when I was younger. Like 13, 14 years old when we go to the snow cone stand. That lady became my biggest competitor, and that was the reuse it lady that would use cups out of the trash can. But I don't think I ever got sick there when we went by there when I was a kid on our bicycles, because she was there a really long time. Just fresh pineapple. When I ate a lot of fresh pineapple when I worked at the grocery store when I did overnights, because the cut fruit guy could only work 5 days a week, and he worked from midnight to 8:30 in the morning, cutting all that stuff you buy in the cups in the produce department, all that salsa and pico de gallo, and we didn't make salsa, we made pico de gallo, guacamole, the cut pineapple, cantaloupe, honeydew melon, watermelon. We made little breakfast parfait cups, but he couldn't do it 5 days a week because of the union. You can only work so many hours in so many days. So I had to work that, but we had some good pineapple. It was really sweet, really good. I ate so much of it, I couldn't taste it for like 3 days. And I haven't really eaten pineapple since, because I had tried it after that went away, and it was just kind of like burnt my mouth. So I'm like, oh man, I can't eat pineapple anymore. But now it's been years since then. I might be able to eat it again. Yeah, I was just talking about her a couple days ago. But no, that was the snow cone stand I went to when I was young. The same crazy lady too. Everybody called her a crazy Indian lady, but I think she was Greek. Pretty sure she was Greek. She had a foreign accent, and I'm almost positive she was Greek. She was not an Indian. Not native, not from the dot, not from the feather. She was Greek. No Indian at all. I love pineapple juice. I just don't buy it very often. It's kind of expensive. And if it's not very expensive, it's not 100% pineapple juice. 100% pineapple juice is not cheap. I know that from having to get it running bars. When I ran bars and worked in a bar, I drank a lot of pineapple juice because I didn't have to pay for it. It was free. Free to me. I would get it on the gun too. Just like back in the later 90s, it wasn't that good. A lot of the juices weren't that good on the gun, the fountain gun that bartenders use. But over the years, the juices got better. And we had a pretty good pineapple juice at the last bar I ran through Select Drink. I used Select Drink so I could get Coke and Pepsi on the same gun. And Dr. Pepper and all that. They wanted me to get food sold out of there. I'm like, well, I got to have the right sodas, soft drinks to go with that too. Sour mix, sweet and sour mix was on the gun. I put lemonade on the menu. Well, the bartenders there, I had to train them. They're like, somebody wants a lemonade. We don't have lemonade. I go, we have lemonade. You just don't know how to make it. And I said, watch this. I made them one and I made the customer one at the same time. Put the ice in the cup. You hit it with about a half a cup of sour mix and then top it off with 7-Up. Give it a little swish, swish around. I said, now taste it. She's like, oh my God, that's lemonade. I go, I told you we had lemonade. That was something I didn't have to. We already had both. We had a white soda and we had sour mix on the gun. You can make lemonade that way. Has a little carbonation to it because of the 7-Up, Sprite, whatever I had. But it works. You could take, I think it was Coke, and add a little Galliano liqueur to it. Just a little float around the top, and then mix it up. It tastes like root beer. Or was it Dr. Pepper? I think that was root beer. I can't remember. Maybe we never did make Dr. Pepper. I can't remember if there's a trick to make Dr. Pepper. Oh, ginger ale. You take the cup of ice and put a little drop or two of bitters in there, and then fill it with 7-Up. Tastes like ginger ale. Didn't have to carry ginger ale because I could make it, because we always have bitters. Every bar has a bottle of bitters that's been sitting around for 20 years, unless they haven't been open that long. It takes forever to go through a bottle of bitters. Not many people get I think it's an old fashioned. It's the only thing you put bitters in, really. It's old bar tricks, man. Going way back. I mean, hell, I was bartending in, not legally, but I was a pouring barback in like 1988. Learned a lot of tricks working in bars all those years. How to make stuff out of other stuff. Yeah, I haven't had the Galliano in Coke in a long time, but it tastes like root beer. It's pretty good. And there's nothing in there to... Galliano is kind of like... got a black or anise, like black licorice flavor, kind of like... I think that's what it... Mixed with Coke. I don't know how it works. I know you can't dump Jägermeister in a Coke and have it taste like that. It does not taste like root beer. But... Jägermeister is not black licorice. Everybody says that. I don't know. It's the anise. Anise gives it that flavor. It's not black licorice. Or is it caraway? Caraway, anise, I don't remember. I've been out of it too long. I'm starting to forget all my liquor history. Kind of like Southern Comfort was created for women. It was like a peach flavored bourbon for women because it was easier to drink than just whiskey or bourbon. Or is it a peach flavored whiskey? Whatever. I use that in a lot of shots that I'd mix up to give it a little sweetness. Like a redheaded slut has peach schnapps in it, but that was pretty overpowering with the peach. So I quit using the peach schnapps, which is maybe 42 proof, and started using the 70 or 80 proof Southern Comfort, which it wasn't overpowering with the peach flavor, and it was stronger. I called that a redheaded whore because it was a bit stronger than a slut. Yeah, if I got behind the bar again, so many things would start coming back to me because I gave it a break for a little while, for 3 or 4 years not bartending over the years, and it comes back to you once you get back in that environment. All the different, but I made up so many mixed drinks over the years. There's no way I can remember all the different mixed drinks I came up with. Shit, some of them had like 12 ingredients in it. One of the little Yorkies this lady's walking, like my driveway, it stopped and ran on my driveway and started rolling all over on its side and back. The other one didn't. She's walking 2 of them. I don't know what happened to the guy that used to walk them. I haven't seen him walking them in a long time. I've been told the lady's his wife. I didn't even know he was married. Somebody's wife down there that lives in that double wide. You don't think you did? My ex-wife used to get amaretto sours. She couldn't figure out why she could go have happy hour with the girls from work, drink several, and then come have 2 at my work and have problems getting home. That's because I put a splash of 7-Up and vodka in them. It's called the Tim Twist. I did that to a lot of drinks. You add a little vodka and 7-Up to it. If it didn't already have vodka in it, the drink just tasted better because the 7-Up takes some of the tartness out of the sour mix or the orange juice or the whatever, like a Midori sour. I would add 7-Up and vodka to it. I'd add the Tim Twist to the point I'd be like, do you want that with or without the Tim Twist? People knew what it was. Oh, wow. I don't know if you heard that neck crack, but that... Oh, there it goes again. Yeah, this girl, Jamie, I knew, we called her boyfriend at the time Dork. He was a dork. We just called him Dork. I don't even remember his real name. But he got some kind of drink. He called it like a snowball or something. I think it was like an amaretto sour with a little grenadine in it. It was a total little girl's drink. And Somehow they gave me a bottle. I did a liquor order and I got a 100 proof bottle of, I forgot what kind of vodka, what brand of vodka it was, but I didn't want that 100 proof stuff because I didn't want my customers to get that damn drunk. Get them too drunk, they got to deal with them when they're that drunk. Plus, they don't know how to tip or pay their tab when they get that messed up. It becomes more of a pain in the ass and a liability. But I got him one night because he'd drink these stupid snowballs. And I started putting a little splash of 7-Up and the 100 proof vodka in it. He got trashed. The drinks tasted no different to him. None. He couldn't tell. At least after the first one, he couldn't tell. Because I remember saying, "That's the same way I always make them." Yeah, he had problems walking when he was leaving there that night. Good thing he wasn't driving. Oh yeah, he wasn't. I knew he wasn't driving, else I wouldn't have done that to him. Screwdrivers, that's just vodka and orange juice. You actually can mix a little cranberry with that and 7-Up, and it's called a Madras, and they're delicious. Not grenadine, it's got to be cranberry. A little 7-Up. The 7-Up doesn't have to be there, but it makes it taste better. It takes a little tartness off the orange juice. And some people will get like a whiskey stone sour, or an amaretto stone sour, or a Midori stone sour. That's basically a whatever sour with a little orange juice with it too. And if you want to make it taste a little better, put a little splash of 7-Up in it. Little splash of 7-Up can make a lot of drinks with those fruit juices in them taste better. Thins it out a little bit, and you don't get as much heartburn from it. It's like if you drink a lot of screwdrivers, better have the Rolaids with you. You're gonna get heartburn because of all the OJ. Yeah, you put a little Galliano in that screwdriver you used to drink. That would be a 3 ingredient. You just do a float of Galliano on the top. What that means, you just take a little right around the rim inside the glass. That's a Harvey Wallbanger. Most screwdrivers I didn't do that with. If they wanted a screwdriver, they just got OJ and vodka. What worked better for me later was like Orange Crush or any kind of orange soda and with vodka instead of orange juice. Way less heartburn from it. And they're tasty. It tastes like you're drinking candy. That White Monster. They've got so many flavored vodkas out there. You get a like 360 orange or 3 Olives orange, some kind of orange vodka, and mix that with those White Monsters. That's pretty good too. Any vodka goes well with that white Zero Ultra Monster. Except my friend Carrie didn't like me when I was drinking White Monster with the vodka, and she said I was different after I had some. She wouldn't let me drink them if she was bartending. Because I would literally bring the White Monster because they didn't carry it where she worked. Yeah, she didn't like me drinking vodka in general. She said I got different after drinking vodka. I'm like, I didn't think I got any different than anything else. That's the only energy drink I've ever liked is the White Monster. And I used to just grab them from the ones I didn't go buy them. I just we carried them down at the bar. We had a good deal with Monster over. We did Monster more than Red Bull. I had some knockoff Red Bull on the gun that I sure couldn't tell the difference. The only way people could tell the difference is if they actually saw it coming out of the gun. If they didn't see it, they didn't know. But I put them side by side. I couldn't tell the damn difference. I didn't like either of them. Well, there's this diabetic I know. I had to put the drink in the POS because she had to bring her own Monster because we actually didn't carry that Monster. I don't remember which one it was. It was a black can with like some blue letters on it. It was not sugar free, and she's got that pump. She's that kind of diabetic. And it had Crown Royal, Captain Morgan's. I thought there was a third liquor. I don't know what the hell she calls it. I'm pretty sure she still drinks them. And I mean, she's a whatever type diabetic, has been forever. She shouldn't be drinking any liquor or Monster with sugar in it. And she just gets stupid drunk on them. I see her when I go to Cloverleaf out here in Oakville. I haven't ran into her in a while. Oh, who made... There's a sweet tea vodka. Oh, God, what is that sweet tea vodka? Because people started ordering that a lot. It's really sweet. I prefer to get tea. I like tea, iced tea screwdriver, or ice picks, vodka and iced tea. I like that. And I'd always get it unsweetened. I sweeten it with the vodka. Just put more, if I want it sweeter, just add more vodka. It adds a sweetness to it. Don't ask me how. It tastes sweeter when there's more vodka in it. Yeah, I don't get the sweet tea. Who makes that? Sweet tea vodka brands.
Some popular sweet tea vodka
Not
brands
Deep Eddy.
Firefly, Deep Eddy, and Jeremiah Weed. These vodkas offer different regional flavors.
Jeremiah Weed and water. A lot of people started ordering that. But I don't see a bottle I recognize. That's Deep Eddy. Jeremiah Weed vodka. That's it.
Jeremiah Weed is a southern-style tea-flavored spirit.
That was definitely it.
Sugar, vodka, and bourbon.
It's only like 70 proof though.
Alcohol content. It typically costs between $20 and $27 for a 75 centiliter bottle. Because of distribution issues, check local stores or use online services.
Weed and water. That's what they wouldn't even say Jeremiah. They just say I need to get a weed and water. Screw them Long Island iced teas, boy. They give you heartburn. All that sweet and sour they put in them. There's no iced tea in a Long Island tea, and they just get you stupid drunk. Plus, the way most people make a Long Island tea, it's not even a Long Island tea. It's a Texas tea because they put tequila in it. Long Island tea's just gin, rum, vodka, and triple sec. That's the liquor that goes in it. Sour mix, a little splash of Coke, and a little splash of club soda. But a majority of it's a sour mix. Or if there's one called a Blue Motherfucker, and you use 7-Up or Sprite instead of Coke, and you use Blue Curacao instead of triple sec, and it comes out blue. They call it a Blue Motherfucker. But pretty much the same, but it tastes a little different because the 7-Up versus the sour gives heartburn. Anything with the OJ or the sour mix, if you drink them, it's gonna give you heartburn. A lot of places they'll give you like a 16-ounce hurricane. They'll do their Long Island teas in like a hurricane glass, and they load them with way too much sour mix. Like, I'll make you one in a small cup. There's not enough room in that cup after I put the liquor to put too much sour mix in it. But yeah, Long Island tea, that's the rookies. What do we call it? Those nights. Amateur nights. People drinking Long Island teas. Not many people drink the Long Island teas unless they're just out to get plastered. What up, Digi Nomad? I gotta go inside. My van's just sitting here running. I'm hoping when I get out, God damn, this girl's nasty. I'm hoping when I get out it's cooler than it was when I got in here. My eyes are bugging me with these glasses on because I keep having to move up and down to get the text in focus. Hell, I can see it just as good without them. Oh, I got people on here and I can't hardly read the chat when I'm driving. It's the only time I really get to read the chat. And the chat gets me more recognized on YouTube, and we're engaged, which gets me more recognized on YouTube, and also I get more watch hours. Like, I probably got an extra hour or two of watch hours just sitting here in the last 15 minutes. Because there's people on here. Well, there's at least 2. It says 2. It said 6 at one point. That was earlier when I was driving, though. I don't know what I'm going to eat for dinner. It's pretty warm in the kitchen area. So I don't, that new air fryer I'm using really doesn't heat up the place like my toaster oven or my old air fryer did, or the pizza oven. Now that I got that pizza oven, I can cook about everything that I would cook in the toaster oven. I can cook in the pizza oven. Let's throw some foil down. Because I used to cook in one of those pizza ovens a lot when I was a kid. My parents had one, and so we got 2 of them when I was in 4th grade. We kept one, and the other one went to my grandparents. And now my younger sister, because that was mine down at my grandparents', because I used it forever. Well, when my grandma moved out there, my younger sister nabbed her damn Tombstone pizza. It's an original Tombstone pizza oven. From a bar that, well, it wasn't I don't even know if they sold beer. I was in 4th grade. I don't remember. It was more of a game room with pool tables and video games. And my older sister and my mom both worked down there. But they ended up getting those 2 pizza ovens. When I was in 4th grade because that's where I learned how to play pool. I got really good at pool in 4th grade. I'd hustle people. I was good. I was told I was a natural. I didn't stay that good, though. I got really good for a while, but when I got in the tournament league, I would lose it. I would shoot good for a while, and then I couldn't make anything. I'd just lose it. I couldn't keep going. I do the same thing with bowling. Oh, I've had like 20 people on here before. It's been a while, but I've had like 20 people, and it said I had 0, or it said I had like 2, and there's like 13 people in the chat. So I don't get it. Why can't they get that right? I don't know. I've seen it have inside for the overnight stream. It says I have nobody, but somebody's sitting there watching it because they chatted. And they said they're leaving it on. I know they're there, but it tells me there's 0. So I'm wondering if you're on there and you're not chatting, does it? Because I don't get the watch hours I should be getting off of that live stream. Not even close. So I don't know how they figure the watch hours on an overnight stream where there's very little chat activity or any activity at all. You're just logged on. Yeah, I fell asleep with it on last night too. The second time I fell asleep, I was up at 2 something and then went back to sleep, and I was trying to find something to watch, and I was like, I'm going to check my stream real quick, see if, because the camera died on me the night before. That's why I don't know if in the morning you decided it was just a frozen screen, like frozen. It's because the camera turned itself off. It died on me. I don't know why it does that once in a while, but it does. Because the computer doesn't charge it fast enough. Well, that's why I've been doing the blue, because it's like there's the popular sleep music out there that it's a black screen. It'll be lit up for about the first couple minutes, and then it goes to a black screen for the 8 hours the video is, or the 12 hours, the whatever. Or it's a live stream and it just goes to black. It's just a black screen with music or rain or a creaky old pirate ship or something, and they're getting tons of watch time off of them. I think I made one on my Sleep Visions channel, and that's Sleep Visions with a Z at the end of Visions. I've only got like 6 or 8 videos on there. And I go back there and check once in a while. None of them is really, they're out there for people to watch, but nobody really watches them. I don't think I have like 4 subscribers on that channel. Anywho, I'm going inside. Y'all take care. I don't know who's going live tonight. It's Tuesday. Oh, Charlie's going to go live tonight. Brash Dasher. I think he goes live at 8 p.m. Central Time. But it could be 9 p.m. Jay Twist can correct me on that. But that's one of the only ones I know. Oh, Steve might be live too. Rideshare Rodeo, and I don't know. Might be Colorado Co-Ride Drive. I don't even know Sean's name of his channel. Co-Ride Guy. 8 p.m. on Brash Dasher. He's a little slow to get to the chat, but he does get to every single message eventually. If you're watching, Charlie. Yeah, Steve's been going live a lot. I can't, I try and see who's live and who's not live. If I want to do a live at home in the night, because there's one I want to do. It's just every time I go to do it, somebody's live, and I'm like, damn it. So one of these, I'm just going to do it, whether I don't give a shit if anybody's live or not. You're either going to like the content I'm going to have on the live, or you're not. But it's something easy that people, I want to do the Junkyard Part live stream. And it's just, I'm just going to be pretty much reviewing other people's videos that do this, so you get an idea. It is Co-Ride Guy. I was damn close. I think I did say Co-Ride Guy somewhere in the mix. But yeah, it's a side hustle anybody can go do. You don't have to be a frickin' mechanic to take the parts off the cars in the junkyard. And that's what I like about this guy. His videos show you how to do it. And I'm not doing it to do content on how to do that. I'm doing it to do content, show content on how you go and actually get the parts and sell them on eBay. Well, you'll have to figure out how to sell them on eBay yourself. I'm not going to teach you how to sign up to eBay. There's bazillion videos on how to get an account set up on eBay. I set up an account on eBay. It can't be that hard. Yeah, I know the CO stands for Colorado, ding dong. But yeah, I want to do that video, and there's a lot of gig workers out there that might be interested in it, so it might be in their best interest to check it out, even though I'm just going to be reviewing someone else's videos. But a lot of people don't know about it. I found out about shorts over a year ago and thought that's a good idea, and this guy's still out there doing it. And you can buy the list from him for $20. Or I'm going to buy it for $20, and I may be able to just directly email it to certain people for nothing, because it's going to be mine after I get it. I'm not going to sell it. Okay. All right. Well, I'm getting out of here, guys. You take care. I'm heading inside. I probably got to pee anyway as soon as I stand up. Peace. Gigwise is out of here.